All right, so Bali, huh? It's calling your name. And if you're anything like me, well, a golfer, then New Kuta Golf Bali is probably already on your radar.
Definitely a bucket list destination for a lot of golfers.
Totally. And today we are diving deep, my friend, into this whole links-style course thing they've got going on.
All right, sounds fun.
We're using some info from playballigolf.com, by the way.
Gotcha, their website.
Yeah. You know how it is, though, right? Those promotional things can get a little glossy.
Yeah, a little heavy on the marketing speak sometimes.
Exactly. But that's what we're here for, to separate the hype from what you really need to know.
Absolutely. Got to cut through the noise.
Okay, so let's just tee off with the basics. What exactly ISS is New Kuta Golf Bali?
Yeah, what is it?
Well, they're really proud of this whole Indonesia's first links-style course thing.
First one, huh? Interesting.
Right. So for anyone out there picturing, those perfectly manicured garden courses, this is not that.
Nope. Totally different beast.
Completely.
This is like rugged, windswept. Think Scotland.
Scotland, okay.
That's where links golf really started.
Ah, okay.
Those wild, natural courses right on the coast. That's the vibe they're going for.
Okay, so raw beauty. Got it.
Exactly. And it's huge. 85 hectares. I actually had to look this up. That's over 210 acres.
210 acres. You weren't kidding about the huge part. Now, they keep calling it a championship course, which I don't know about you, but that sounds a tad intimidating.
I can see why you'd say that. Championship courses are designed to challenge even, the pros,
Exactly.
But here's the thing about New Kuta.
Okay, tell me more.
They've designed it to be enjoyable for all skill levels.
Really?
Oh, yeah. And they do that with different tee options. So, whether you're, a seasoned pro or just starting out.
Right.
You can choose a starting point that suits your game.
Oh, that's actually really smart. I like that.
Yeah, it makes it way more accessible.
Totally. Especially for, groups, where you've got people with different handicaps and everything.
For sure. Nobody wants to feel in over their head on vacation. Speaking of...
Oh, right. Playballigolf.com, they paint a pretty idyllic picture of this place.
They do, don't they?
So what's the location really like? Give it to me straight.
All right. Well, they're not exaggerating about the views. I'll tell you that. New Kuta, it's on Bali's Bukit Peninsula.
Okay.
And the source says, panoramic views of dreamland and Balangan Beach.
Oh, wow. Okay, now that's what I'm talking about.
Right. Just imagine teeing off with that as your backdrop.
Okay, you had me at beach. But, all right, let's be practical for a second here. How far are we talking from the airport?
Yeah, that's always a key factor. Good news is it's super close, only about 20 minutes.
20 minutes, that's amazing.
Right, they definitely had convenience in mind.
Love that.
Yeah.
Okay, but let's go back to this whole link style thing for a minute.
Sure.
Because it's more than just how it looks, right?
Oh, yeah.
How does it actually, impact the game itself?
Well, it kind of dictates the whole experience. So the architects who designed the course, Ronald Freem, David Dale, Kevin Ramsey.
If it games.
Yeah, exactly. These guys are the heavy hitters of golf course design, right?
Right.
And they basically use the natural vegetation, all the existing trees and stuff to build that rugged link-style feel right into the course.
I did notice that. Even in the description, they were using words like desert-like vegetation, indigenous trees. They even mention long grass. Almost poetic, I thought.
Well, it's true, though. That's kind of what's special about a well-designed links course,
What's that?
You're not just playing around a golf. You're, fully immersed in this wild, kind of rugged but beautiful landscape.
Okay, I can see that. I like it.
Yeah, and they've got a variety of hole categories, too, each with its own, character and challenges.
Ooh, variety is my middle name. Okay, tell me more about these different hole categories. What can I expect?
Well, you've got your classic par threes, right? Always a good test of precision.
Right, gotta love a good par three.
Absolutely. And then there are the par fours.
Okay.
Each one designed to make you really think about your shots. A little strategy.
Okay. Love it.
And then, and this is for those who really want a challenge.
Okay, bring it on.
This got some truly spectacular par fives.
Ooh, par five's my favorite.
Right. We're talking dramatic elevation changes, strategically placed bunkers, the whole shebang.
Oh, man, you're making me want to book a flight right now.
Yeah.
And this might sound kind of out of left field, but
yeah.
I saw something about tournament packages.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think I could actually, wrangle my friends into a full-blown competitive trip?
I love it. And yeah, it's definitely doable. It seems like New Kuta's really set up for hosting events,
Okay.
which tells me they've got the facilities and the staff to handle like a higher level of play
Makes sense.
and service, which is key.
Speaking of service,
Yeah.
let's talk amenities. Because, after battling it out on those dramatic par fives you were talking about, I'm going to need some serious R&R.
Well, they do mention a spa, which always catches my attention.
Of course, it's a must.
And for the real golf aficionado, they highlight their high-quality paspalum turf.
Okay, got to be honest with you.
Yeah.
That one went right over my head.
Paspalum turf.
Yeah, paspalum turf. What are we talking about? Break it down for me.
So it's basically a type of grass, but like specifically cultivated for golf courses.
The antique grass.
Exactly. And it's known for being super durable, which is important in that tropical climate.
Ah, okay, that makes sense.
Right. And it creates a really smooth, consistent playing surface. Like think of it as like the holy grail of putting greens.
Got it. Happy feet, happy golf spikes all around.
Yeah.
They also mentioned a pro shop, which is dangerous territory for me personally.
I hear that. It's so easy to get sucked in.
Way too easy. And of course, dining options are always a plus.
For sure. You got to refuel after a long day on the course, right?
Exactly. Okay, but let's get down to brass tacks here for a minute.
Okay, let's talk numbers.
Because all of this sounds amazing, but we both know luxury comes at a price.
It always does.
So lay it on me. What kind of damage am I looking at here?
Well, PlayBallyGolf.com actually lists some promotional green fees on their website.
Yeah.
And it's important to note there's a difference between weekday and weekend rates.
Oh, is there?
Yeah. Weekdays are going to set you back IDR $2,100,000. But weekends and public holidays are a bit pricier.
How much pricier are we talking?
IDR $2,400,000.
A weekend premium? Color me shocked. But seriously, what does that fee actually include? Break it down for me.
So obviously your 18-hole green fee.
Of course, of course.
But it also includes the caddy fee, a shared golf cart.
Okay.
2 bottles of water, essential in that heat, let me tell you, and get this. Insurance.
Insurance. Hold on. Insurance on a golf course? Is that a Bali thing? Or
Right.
I mean, I've never even come close to like launching a club into the trees in frustration. Okay, maybe once.
We've all been there.
It was a really bad shot. Okay.
But hey, it's good to have that peace of mind, right? Just in case.
True, true. Okay, so we know what's included, but what's not included is just as important, right? What is it for my bank account?
Oh, absolutely. Got to factor those hidden costs in.
All right, hit me with it. What am I forgetting? All right, lay it on me. What else do we need to budget for?
Well, meals and beverages, those aren't included in the green fees.
Ah,
So
okay.
got to factor that in.
Makes sense.
And, it's always good etiquette to tip your caddy.
Oh, right, of course.
Add a little something in there for that.
Gotcha.
And then, of course, if you're not planning on, lugging your clubs all the way to Bali,
Yeah, no thanks to that.
you'll need to rent a set.
True, true. Okay, so basically, build in some extra rupiah
Always a good idea.
for, a celebratory bintang after the game, maybe a new visor from the pro shop.
All the essentials.
Exactly. But, okay, what about getting there? We know it's, conveniently located near the airport and all.
Right.
But is transportation actually included?
Okay, so this is where it gets interesting.
Oh, tell me more.
They offer free round-trip transport.
Okay, I like the sound of that.
But there is a catch.
Uh-oh, there's always a catch.
You need a minimum of 3 golfers in your group.
Ah, okay.
So if you're flying solo, or, just a twosome,
Right.
it's a flat rate of IDR $400,000 per car.
Gotcha. So basically a built-in excuse for a golf getaway with friends.
Exactly.
I like it. But at least, solo travelers aren't totally out of luck. Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground here. Unique, linked-style course, breathtaking location, challenging but accessible play, close to the airport, all those amenities. And of course, we had to talk about the cost.
Had to do it.
But honestly, for this caliber of experience, it seems pretty on par.
Yeah, I'd agree, Fed.
It's an investment, for sure.
It is.
But the real question is it the right investment for you?
That's what it always comes down to.
Exactly. Only you can decide if New Kuta Golf Bali deserves a spot on your Bali itinerary.
Right.
But I gotta say, I'm feeling pretty tempted after diving into all these details.
I hear you. It sounds pretty amazing.
So for our listener out there, if you're feeling intrigued and want to, explore further, pun intended,
Nice one.
we highly recommend checking out playballygolf.com.
It's a great resource.
Totally. It's a treasure trove of information, perfect for planning your dream Bali golf getaway.
Happy travels. And may your drives be long and your putts be true.